What up? What up? What up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to another edition of the Brothers of Legacy. I am your host, A. Walker, the pusher, the grower, the motivator. I appreciate you guys for being here and being a part of all that we do. Thank you guys for always sharing and caring and doing and brewing. I don't know. It's coming up. Yeah. Happy Father's Day. Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate you. Blessings and thank you for sharing. Yeah, Father's Day. Father's Day. It's so of course today is Freestyle Father's Day. And I'm gonna talk about something this morning. I don't think it's controversial. I don't even say that, give that disclaimer, but it is important. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And it's kind of go along the lines of some complaints I'm hearing from my brothers, my fathers, that year after year ongoing. And we're going to kind of dig into that and a challenge for some of my ladies as well. Greetings. Hey, Mama Cora, greetings. Happy Daddy Day. How's the papa? So thank you, Keita. Thank you. So make sure you share. Sharing is caring. Tag some other men. Get them in this space so we can have a chat about Father's Day. Father, I am the father. So I appreciate you guys for being here, being a part of all that we do. Appreciate you contributing your time, sharing, being a part of these conversations. So and just as a side note, the Brothers of Legacy in the background are working on some great initiatives going forward, and I'm just laying the, as Pastor would say, the substratum of what's to come and how we will need your assistance in doing so. Starting next week, a campaign to create like a consistent fund or a way to, what do they call it, like in the NPR space, a pledge, and where you just give monthly, like small amounts monthly, and trust me, we've gotten blessed in the past with larger amounts of funding, but not really, but I would just, as far as just those that can, just to contribute monthly, and we'll have all that set up and you won't have to worry about it. You won't even miss it. So increments will be achievable. All right. So just laying that out as we push the BOL initiative to reach further out and into a more brick and mortar space. So that's some of our goal. And in the coming weeks, we'll be laying out a plan to let everybody know that's a part of the BOL, I guess, inner circle portion, to really let you know what we're doing and how we plan to reach the country in a brick and mortar space, not just the virtual. All right. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. Appreciate you guys for being here, rocking with us, always supporting, not just support for granted. Again, there are a plethora of things you could be watching, doing, or supporting right now. But you're rocking here with us, the brothers. As always, make sure you share, make sure you are tagging. If you're in the YouTube space, make sure you are liking and subscribing so you get the notifications, the bell notifications. I don't know. And just take it to the next level. Oh yeah, there you go, in the Facebook space. Or make sure you are connecting to our community. Text LWN to 84576. Text LWN to 84576. as well as make sure you are joining our Discord community. Click the link in the YouTube. I think it's in Facebook now too. I tried not to, but totally forgot to erase it, but it's everywhere. Click the link and be a part of our Discord community. All right. I think that is all what they say. Housekeeping. Again, welcome, and welcome to the Brothers of Legacy. I am your host, A.D. Walker, the pusher, the grower, the motivator. Let's see. We're going to get started. And shout out to Mama Corey. She's always encouraging and pushing me. And I know we haven't played a game in probably weeks. I just can't get my participation up enough to really have a good game. Try to get more of my people that are out here. I know Lisa always comes through and plays, but Fridays, she's been kind of handling. She can't come outside and play, but just trying to push that up as well. But we are reaching, we are growing. I appreciate shout out to all my podcast people that are listening as well. Friday was usually on Drama Podcast, but this Friday I am because I want to discuss some things. Yeah. All right. So, as always, appreciate you. Let's go ahead and get started. I think it might be me this, I'm about to say afternoon. Lord. Oh, Lord. Trying to move the time along. I need to slow it down. Cool it down. All right. So, we'll be right back right after this. Yeah, we got to definitely change this up. All right.
I want to welcome you to the Brothers of Legacy broadcast, where we are changing our community one conversation at a time, every day.
We are creating a new legacy. Change gon' come. 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 A co-op has to start with ownership. Right. We have a mindset of either I want to make a lot of money or survive. Make a bunch of money or I got to figure out how to survive.
When you have a real bond, when everyone has, we come in with real expectations. Mm-hmm. Because this is covenant.
The whole premise is that we as a people, with our money and time, aren't often making this general possible, often vested in the legacy.
You're watching the Brothers of Legacy. We don't stand out. We stand up.
Yeah. Good morning, Pastor.
Good morning.
Yes, indeed.
It's Friday.
Yes, it's Friday.
It's Friday. It's Friday.
Let's see something.
Good morning, BOL family.
Yes. All right. So today is Freestyle Father's Day, and shout out, I think, to Golden State for winning the championship. Rarely gonna hear me talk about sports, but because I'm up on that one, I'm on top of that one. I'm gonna give a shout out. Also, let's see. So, and happy early Father's Day to all the real fathers, all the fathers out there. I'm just joking, guys. I'm just joking. Listen, you're doing it, regardless of what people think. You're doing it. So happy early Father's Day. So today, right, I kind of wanted to talk about Father's Day, right? And I'm gonna ask you as well. And so I listen to this men's prayer group every morning. They start.
Speaking of Father's Day.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
No,
I feel like we're going there with it. Go ahead.
What's the difference between a man's wallet before and after children?
What's the difference?
there's money. I mean, there's pictures where the money used to be. That's why old men have wallets full of pictures.
Because of the money.
It used to be fat because of money. Now it's fat because of pictures
All the
replacing the
pictures.
money, which speaks to getting old and getting gray. I wish my gray hair started in Vegas.
Why?
Right? Because if it started in Vegas, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I'm gonna let the silence it.
What did the mama corn say to the baby corn? Where's popcorn? All right, I'm gonna stop. It's just old, corny, and gray. I'm gonna just, you know what I should do? I should, instead of telling jokes in the morning,
Yeah.
I should exercise. Matter of fact, I should start with lunges. That way I can really begin by taking a step forward. And eating my vegetables. I should eat my vegetables too. Wow. What vegetable is cool but not really that cool? Radish.
Where you at, Richard? Richard, you come on in. This is where you got it. This is your spot, Richard. This is your time. This is your time, Richard. Oh man. Okay, are we done? We done?
Okay, I'm gonna stop, Lisa. I'll stop.
They done messed me up where I'm gonna go. Let's see. So I heard, right? And people always say, and someone had a list. I don't even know what list it was, that showed like holidays ranked in order. And I think like Mother's Day was like, I do really love oh man.
She went straight to the stupid.
Right.
Like, wow.
Right. Like Mother's Day is like the top 3.
What do you call 2 monkeys that share an Amazon Prime account? Primates.
I saw that one. I couldn't remember the punchline, but I saw that one.
All right, I'll stop. It's Friday. You can't have a Friday without corny jokes.
Right. Especially Freestyle, Father's Day Friday. Gotta have the jokes, the dad jokes. Why do they call them dad jokes? Good morning, Sam. He's starting already.
Good morning. Good morning. Look at this tea bag.
What's going on with it?
I told my wife, I'm like, girl, where did she get this one? My wife said, my wife asked me about enjoying my tea in the morning. I said, I drink what you put in front of me.
Right.
She just left and went to the liquor store.
Oh. You know what? Because they have stupid jokes. I'm shutting it down. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. I'm done. Oh man. I don't even know where to go right now. I'm stuck. I know where I wanted to go. I need some assistance, guys. I know where I wanted to go, but it's fine. We're not gonna go there. So what other than the jokes? What's on your mind this Friday?
I think it's interesting that when you become well known, when you become famous, they sell orange juice at the liquor store. What does my cup say? Mister.
Oh, look at that. Ain't that nice?
Come on, it's the Father's Day weekend. Of course it's gonna say Mister.
Okay, go ahead.
When you become famous, like there's a little bit of there was a little shakeup, a little tiff between Stephen A. Smith from First Take and Skip Bayless, who launched First Take. I mean, I know ESPN launched it, but it was Skip Bayless's show. Skip invited Stephen A. to the show, and when he invited Stephen A., they shot up to the top at number one, and they had been number one ever since then. And even though Skip Bayless is gone, First Take is still number one.
Right.
But I guess Stephen A. was on JJ Redick, who's a new member of ESPN. Stephen A. was on JJ Redick's podcast this week, talking about how he got to be where he is, and he talked about how Skip Bayless confronted him in the parking lot one day, saying, "Hey, I need you to come on First Take. You know, we've been doing great, but I've taken it as far as I could take it. I really need your energy," or something to that effect, right?
Okay.
And so Skip Bayless was sharing this information with JJ Redick on his podcast, but it came off as Stephen A. saved First Take. Like he rescued First Take, and Skip Bayless asked him to rescue First Take. And so that information got back to Skip Bayless, who went on his own podcast and debunked that statement. Basically, it's just absolutely fabricated. It's not true and all that kind of stuff, you know. And then Stephen A. comes back saying, you know, I wouldn't be where I am today if it were not for Skip Bayless. He was really saying y'all misunderstood what I was saying.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm not telling you that I did. I'm saying he came to me, but I am where I am because of Skip Bayless. That's my brother. I love him. There'd be no me if there wasn't him. So he came back and, you know, tried to clear it all up. But I think the issue is that the New York Times took Stephen A.'s statement, massaged it, and then put it out. Now, he said those words, but he was not insinuating that he was saving First Take. He was basically saying, hey, man, Skip Bayless was like, hey, man, let's go do this. We can knock it out of the park. We can become something. But the way it was interpreted from the New York Times story is Skip Bayless needed rescuing, and he went and got Stephen A. to rescue him.
And this is what Stephen A. said.
Yeah. And so it begs the question, how many of our differences are simply because somebody else is telling the story? Right? You say something and someone repeats it, but when it's repeated, it's not the same as when you said it. You know, kind of like telling secrets, you know, to your children. It never ends up the way it started, you know. And so I wonder how many disagreements, how much division is created because somebody else is telling or giving or translating your statement.
Right.
How many of y'all are are at odds with someone because of what someone else said, as opposed to what you said, or it's because of what you said, but somebody else repeated it and it didn't come out right.
Right.
I just thought that was interesting because that's you know, that came out last night. And it's amazing that, you know, Stephen A. had to come back and defend his statement. And then he ended it with, now, excuse me while I go back to cover the NBA finals, which is my job.
Right.
And so I find it amazing that Skip Bayless, instead of calling Stephen A. Smith directly and saying, hey, man, what's going on here? He comes on his podcast and says it. And then Stephen A. has to come out publicly and say, that's not what I was saying, y'all.
Right.
A phone call would have fixed it. We didn't have to have all this. And then Kevin Durant, of course, of all the social media stalkers, Kevin Durant says, basically, somebody's lying. We'll wait and find out who.
Wow.
So he just called one of them a liar. Like, what did Kevin Durant have to do with this conversation?
That too. That too. That, mm.
You only hear
But
the
nobody's
victor's tale.
who's lying. Like
Yes, the
nobody.
Warriors won last night, Mom.
Yeah, yes, they won.
What are
Same
you
as the
wishing?
history.
Same as history cliche. You only hear what the victor. You only hear the victor's
The
tale.
victor's tale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But in this case, I guess you're declaring Stephen A. the victor here,
I mean, but
because
there's
Skip
no.
Bayless isn't hurting for anything.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
too. There's no controversy though. Like this is it's like they're just trying to drum something up. It just seems like they're just trying to make something make something that's nothing something. You know, like you know, I don't know, like always, like why is this a thing? Why is this even a conversation being had? You know, like you heard what he said. He came back, he cleared it up. Like, why is it still going on? You know, like
yeah.
why is there controversy here? You know, I think people just need something to do. Like Kevin Durant, oh, I'm gonna grab this. I'm like, what? You know, and and of course, there's always the one that heard Stephen A. say at one time, "Man, Skip is getting on my nerves." You know, like who doesn't get on somebody's nerve? If you're around each other a lot, like
And
you're gonna have a day.
at some point, Stephen A. and Skip Bayless get on a lot of people's nerves.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
But they are irritatingly entertaining.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
You're always yelling. That dude always yelling. Like
that. They're the guy, you know, you never can appreciate their presence until their absence.
Right.
Because when they're in front of you, like, ooh, you get on my nerves. But when they're not around, you're like, where is that? Right?
You like that voice, like,
right. Why are we constantly
like
looking for the person that gets under our skin?
Right. Like this conversation seems so dry. Where's Stephen A. at? Like,
Who is that person in your life that you love to hate?
Right. Who is that person in your life that you love to hate? Wow.
What am I wishing for on Father's Day? I think somebody saw that. Somebody put that question. Oh, Mom put that question out there. What am I wishing for on Father's Day? I'm not wishing for anything on Father's Day. I'm looking forward to. I just like peace and tranquility. Right? People say, "Well, what do you want for Father's Day?" I already have it. The fact that I'm a dad.
Right.
What would you like to happen on your day? Like I would. It's funny. I don't really put a whole lot into that. I just never been that. I've never been that guy, you know.
So do you feel like Father's Day isn't a thing because most guys, it seems like at least a general population of guys, especially the ones I talk to, I'm around, they're just like, it's another day. That's why there's not much emphasis on it. Because
I don't know. I mean, for me, I spend so much time of my life appreciating my children that I love being celebrated. I just like if you whatever you like, it's like my tea. You put it in front of me, I'm gonna drink it. Right? If you make me a dinner, I'm going to eat it. You buy me a tie, I will wear it. You get me a coffee, I will drink out of the cup that you buy me. Right? I mean, it just like I accept and appreciate everything. I just don't go looking, It's not like planning your own birthday party, right?
Right.
On Father's Day, I want you guys to take me to dinner. On Father's Day, I want you to do. No, I just accept whatever is presented to me, and I'm grateful and appreciative.
So do you feel like if nothing's said, nothing's celebrated, nothing's given, right, on Father's Day, like, because Father's Day is just whoever deemed it, the great calendar creatives said this day is Father's Day. Would you feel slighted? Do you feel a certain way, like, to not be celebrated?
I would feel odd
that's
if I am celebrating you on your day you don't celebrate me on my day.
Right.
And then
Right.
your day comes around again and nothing major happens and you complain.
Okay. All right. I hear you. Okay, so let's
Then I'm
go
bringing.
there.
Then I'm gonna bring the grudge.
Right. So okay. So Sam says, but don't you feel like we should teach each other how to treat us? Right.
I do. I
That
teach
kinda-
people how to treat me all the time by
Okay.
being a good father.
Right. No, I get it. By
Doing what I'm supposed to do, you should know how to interact and how to treat me based on me walking it out.
Mm,
I got to tell you, I got to encourage you to celebrate me. I celebrate you. It's learned behavior. I celebrate my
Yeah.
children. I celebrate my wife. I celebrate my loved ones. You know, it's learned behavior. So no, I don't. It's not a.
so Sam says
But you
sometimes
guys,
that's not enough.
sometimes that's okay, I'm cool with that. I'm not saying that my disposition is a healthy one,
Right.
but
No, I
if
get what
you're
you mean.
asking me the question,
Yeah, no, I get it because I'm
right?
yeah. 'Cause I'm in
These
that same
views are not
position.
necessarily the views of fathers in America or the Brothers of Legacy. This is just a step into the psyche of Brian.
Right. But I think like because every so often, I probably like this Father's Day, I'll see every couple of posts would be about, the lack of focus on the fathers, and anybody probably typing it, any father, at least dad that's typing it, it's coming from a personal place. Like I wouldn't put that out because, my wife takes care of me every Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a thing. So I wouldn't put that up. I would probably comment under there like, are you setting an expectation? Are you saying something? Like, because if I have a feeling like I'm like saying, we celebrate Mother's Day, we did your birthday, and I might even high five even if you did my birthday. But it seemed like every Sunday, this Father's Day, it's just a regular day. Like, and I appreciate you, but I feel a little slighted. Like, in some way, like, because for me, and like you said, we all have our own personal journeys. Like I grew up in like I said, a Jehovah's Witness household in a sense where there was we got Christmas because I guess they made a compromise. My dad was like, "Listen, we
Y'all
won't do
got
nothing
Christmas?
else, but we doing Christmas. Yeah,
Yeah.
we doing Christmas. So there was no other. I never did a Mother's Day. I think I did a dad that probably did cards that wrote him something. But like you said, but which is true, the learned behavior, like me and the celebratory stuff was just like, So my birthday was just like, it's another day. Happy birthday. I lived another year. Clap, high five. Like I go to work. It didn't matter. Sam coming into my life is like, it's celebration time. Celebration time? Oh, it is my birthday, ain't it?
My story is the same. The first birthday party,
right.
I had my wife threw it.
Right.
It was a surprise party.
Mine too. Mine too.
So,
right.
And I'm not like, that's not a complaint. Like, I know how I grew up and I know that I was appreciated and all of that. It was just odd, the timing being in November. I was the last birthday in the house and my birthday was in between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Right.
Right. So I didn't even eat cake growing up. It was apple pie because my birthday was always around Thanksgiving.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So apple pie became my thing for my birthday, So if you don't have a cake, you're not blowing out candles.
Right.
You ain't putting candles in apple pie.
Right.
Right. So it was just odd. It was never really any, like, so I learned to celebrate when my wife came along because my wife loves to celebrate.
I got you.
She's the countdown. She's like when August 1 hits, birthday month, not birthday, birthday month.
Right.
It's the birthday. And that has transitioned into the birthday season.
Right. Right.
So she starts preparing around July for an August 11th birthday. Yeah. And she celebrates, she prepares in July and she starts August 1st and she runs through August 11th. That whole month is green. Yeah.
Oh, he said, yeah, but in turn, oh, yeah, so with my birthday and extra days, Robert says, people tend not to fret you or give gifts based on what they know about you or what they like, or just to be cheap. A cheap tie, dollar store cologne, just don't cut it. It's an insult and says a lot about the giver unless it's a young child.
I don't agree with that, man,
Mm,
because I preach every week
right,
and I have 100 ties because I wear ties a lot.
right, right.
So a tie for me is a blessing.
Yeah.
Now, if it's a cheap tie from the dollar store, I gotta figure out the budget of the person that gave me the gift.
Right.
But I'm always going to appreciate it. And I'm saying, like, I can use a tie. Like, I have family that bring me cups from everywhere they go. And you know what I did? I started becoming a cup collector.
Nice.
And I love my cups. And I use them. Right? And because every time I pick one up, I'm thinking about the fact that somebody, while on vacation, took the time to leave their hotel. While they're on their own personal time, they thought about me.
Yeah, indeed.
That's crazy.
Indeed.
Somebody wants to take time out of their life to, do something for me that they don't have to do.
Right.
I'm going to receive all of that. I'm just not going to prep you for it.
I got you.
It's easy to appreciate it when it's unsolicited.
Right. Well, that's true. 100%. 100%. Like if it's, like you said, if it's outside of a day that is supposed to be celebrated. Hey, good morning, Rollins.
Morning, dude.
How you doing? So yeah, it's supposed to be celebrated, But I think with Raro, I guess his comment comes from a place of reciprocation, maybe, Like I think he may feel like if I'm
you celebrate somebody real tough and then they come back to you with, a Christmas tree ornament.
Right.
In July.
Right.
I feel you. There's something to be said about that, but I just, I'm of that mindset. Like y'all know I get emotional when folks start giving me kudos and all that. I sap up. I cry, because it's such a blessing.
Right.
For anybody to tell me, well done, we appreciate you.
Right. Indeed. And it's funny because, like I said, me and Sam were talking about, hey, get married. We were talking about this this morning, and
okay, be safe.
Right. He says, big old crybaby. And how
I'm telling mama, Sam. I'm telling mama
how like Mother's Day, like where she works at, they do like caterings and things like that, and Mother's Day they had a big gala, they had like a brunch, they had a lunch,
man,
they had
if
a
I
dinner.
don't have plans on Mother's Day, it's gonna be a long night.
Right. So, but
I this is my thing. This is my thing.
Yeah.
And my mom is on here. Like,
indeed.
My wife ain't my mom.
Right.
Your children need to be celebrating you for Mother's Day.
Right. But I think we have to.
I don't look to my wife on Father's Day. Because I'm not her father.
Right.
100%. Her father, Speedy. He's in Louisiana, 88 years old.
Yeah.
Right. Still doing it. Right. So, I expect her to look to her dad on Father's Day. Now, she shows me appreciation because she witnesses my fatherhood.
Right. 100%.
Right. So she's going to do that. And I appreciate that. But my feeling is that children should appreciate their parents on Mother's and Father's Day. And I'm saying all that. And my mother, look, what I do with my mom is
this is what I'm about to say.
Send her some money.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know what she wants. She has everything.
Right.
And what she don't have, she doesn't want. Because if she wanted it, she'd have it.
She'll have it already.
So I send her money, be like, do what you do.
Right.
You know.
Sam says, don't the mothers teach the kids how to celebrate and
Yes.
honor the fathers?
Yes. Absolutely. But that's my point. My point is, you know, I encourage my children to celebrate their mother. Just like my wife will encourage our children to celebrate their father.
Right.
Right.
Right. It's, the usual Father's Day gift was a tie that never got worn, and or cologne, cheap cologne that smells like monkey pee. That's what he said. That's what I'm referring to.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. Somehow
But
I get the feeling that Brother Gambian is he's gone through something.
Like I said, I think something. You might be feeling it. I feel it. But then you gotta, to me, right? Did you either set the standard, raise the standard? You know, either like you talk to your kids or your children, like, especially if right, not the monkey pee. I knew someone was gonna repeat it, not the monkey pee. But you talk to your children about either raising the standards, or if like, hey, you know, you go all out. There's a parade. There's a band. When it's Mother's Day, it's from sun up to sundown. You know, like when Dad Day come, you know, I may get half a breakfast. You know, like you know, I think at least, especially if you notice or bothers you, right? We should express it like, hey,
wait, you notice what?
If I notice I'm getting slighted, you know, if it bothers me, you know, not necessarily just cause, but just like, hey, you know, can I get a little bit of extra celebration? Like, listen, mine ain't got to be all day. Can I get half a day? Can I get, you know, a little something? Said, I appreciate all my cards. Yeah, gifts and food, and I get you, and I understand it, Sean, and I'm with you. All I'm saying, and for Dad's watching, like if you get with the dollar store tie and cheap cologne, you know, because that's what I want to make sure. Because you know, Pastor would come on like, listen, I ain't down for whatever your standard is. Whatever it is, if you cool with it, be cool with it. But you can't get mad every Father's Day if you don't say anything. You know, to me. And I get there's ages, and like you said, there's financial. my financial limitation is the dollar store right now. That, you know, like my kids are younger. You know, if it's all on them, they can only do but so much. So I think it definitely. Like
I come from the school of making something.
Right.
We didn't have money growing up. We made stuff for our mother.
Yes. Yeah.
When Christmas time came around, there was no need to buy ornaments because our tree was populated with all the stuff we made during the year.
Right.
That was our Christmas tree. It was populated. It was decorated with all the little projects and ornaments and things that we made throughout the year.
Yep.
And my mom would look at the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Our Christmas tree would stay up from right after Thanksgiving to probably March.
Wow.
Yeah. One year, my mom kept our Christmas tree in the living room till June.
Wow.
She's on here.
Mama Corey, that's a good little time right there.
But she was a teacher, so you know, arts and crafts and stuff.
Right.
You know, she's preschool, early childhood education. So we were always, you know, had our hands in paint, you know, building block, whatever the case might be. You know, popsicle sticks. You know, you make little. You know, we were always doing stuff like that, and we were in Cub Scouts, and you know. All this, everything was, you know, do something with your hands back then. Now everybody has a phone in their hand. The children have phones in their hands, but back then we were making things out of clay and all kind of stuff. And so we had that stuff littered throughout the entire house growing up. My mother did not shop for ornaments at little boutiques and all that.
Yeah.
All that stuff in our house was made by hand.
I honestly, I think I like that better. Like the handmade, you know, ornaments and stuff like that, you know.
But she had 4 boys too. So what was was she gonna go buy some porcelain dolls to put on her stand? You know, she was not gonna do that. Not a house full of boys. We didn't have anything glass in our house.
You got some glued up porcelain doll.
Oh yeah, right. Look, that's what it was.
Right.
The theme changed.
Okay. Valentine.
It would go from the Christmas tree to the Valentine's tree.
Nice.
Right.
There you go,
yeah.
Corey. That's good. That's
even had
good.
an Easter
I
tree.
think I like that. He said, "Did you make the teapot?"
You mean with your body? I'm a little teapot. Short. Yeah. We. Y'all remember that?
So Justin, I appreciate all my cards and gifts and food.
Yeah, you know what I do with the cards that people give me? You know, in a lot of cases, those cards are a blessing to somebody. You know, I've been like in the airport, I've been out, and somebody be like, "Hey, I need some help or something."
Right.
I give them the card. Right, because I always have some. I've had just in the last probably 5 years, I've probably had 50 cards given to me as gifts. And so those cards, you know, I'm not gonna, it's funny. Like if I'm buying something online for somebody, I can use a card that I got as a gift, right? I use that and it works out great. Or if I want to be a blessing to someone and I don't have cash, I can give them a card and tell them how much money is on the card.
Right.
You know,
you're talking about like gift cards and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. When my children irritate me, Daddy, can I get $20? I have a card.
I have a card.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I love cards because, you know.
He said in 2022 she would be scolded and investigated for not buying China dolls.
How about mom? Yeah.
What's up,
Yeah, we did pottery, Sean. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. Baked it
China.
in the oven.
Right. Indeed. So
broke the pottery and tried to see if we could bake it again and soften it up.
We tried to soften it back up.
We tried that. Yeah, we did try that. Yeah, we tried to re-soften harden pottery. Yeah, we were that silly. Yeah. I don't think my mom knows that though.
Mom, all the pottery comes in the oven. Yeah, that was us. That was us. You wonder what was going on with the oven? Yeah, that was us. Sun confessionals, right? Like, remember that? Yeah, that broken thing. Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Hey, Richard. No, I think the Yankees are going to win. Either the Yankees or the Mets are going to win the World Series this year.
Oh wow, interesting. It's been a minute.
Yeah. The Yankees might play the Mets in the World Series.
Subway Series. It's been a minute for that too. Let's see. So yeah, I think so for dads, you know, like I said, if you feel like you're being slighted, if you feel like, you know, I mean, honestly, just have a conversation. Like it was already Father's Day, so you're gonna get the cheap tie and your cheap cologne, and the blue taste. Interesting. Cheap tie, cheap cologne, and just kind of like, hey, you know, it'd be nice.
I don't know what cheap cologne is.
Yeah, I don't either.
Because to me, Brute back in the day, Brute smelled good.
Yeah.
Old Spice.
Old Spice
was good.
It's fine too, right? You can get that at the dollar store now. So yeah, I don't know. I don't either.
Old English, good.
Right.
What was the other one? Dracar, off the chain. The black bottle, man, you got some Dracar.
I'm about to say the black bottle. I remember that one.
Yeah.
Cuba. I said Cuba. Oh man, that's funny. He said, "There's this cologne that I love Anthony and does it right, but he loves to smell it." Yeah. Yep.
What is it?
I think I had it with me.
Issey Miyake?
Nah, it's it comes like, and I've never. That may be the Cuba one. I think it might be the Cuba because it's like a cigar. It looks just like a cigar. He said
Yeah,
oils
yeah,
are
I do
better. And it's
oils.
funny.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
buy cologne. I haven't purchased cologne in years. Yeah, you're right, Sean. I buy oil.
I used to do oils back in the day. You know, you always knew somebody that made oils.
Oil,
Like
it just goes long, it goes further, it takes less, lasts longer. So,
True.
I'm at a point like I don't even have to.
Right. See, that's the Cuba, right?
Yeah, all you have to do is touch the top
right
of the bottle, and you
Yeah,
can.
just get a little bit.
Yeah, that's it.
Interesting.
Or I'll turn the bottle. Yeah, turn the bottle upside down and then just touch the top. Or I'll unscrew the top and just run my hand around the threading. And that's
Oh,
enough
man.
with oil. Invicta. Oh wow.
Yeah. I remember that.
My
one.
question is, do you have an Invicta watch?
Ooh. Mm.
Are you that committed?
That,
You can't
He
wear
said,
Invicta
"Oh,
on your skin and not wear Invicta on your wrist.
Right. He said you can't wear it on your skin and not on your wrist. Don't do that. That's not nice. I got it somewhere. I got it in my bathroom. That's all that matters. So listen, guys, we appreciate you guys for rocking with us and hanging with us. Another edition of Brothers Legacy. So yeah, like I don't know, just say something,
Listen, I just want to encourage the fathers out there, and really, not so. It's funny. We want to send an encouraging word to fathers everywhere.
Yeah.
But this Father's Day, I want to encourage mothers everywhere. For those mothers that have been bitter towards fathers. I'm hoping and praying for unity in the family, even when there has been a separation of family. Make room for fathers. Fathers, claim your territory. I said this before and I'll say it again. One thing that I've learned in life, having been a husband and a father, being in a house, gone through a divorce, being a single parent, and all of those things, I've done it all. And I will tell you that you can't force anyone to parent, but you should not prevent anyone from parenting either. And to the parents who want to parent, no one can stop you from being a parent when you want to be a parent. And that's the mindset you have to have. And no one can force you, but no one can stop you. And I say, make room for fathers to be fathers. Don't make it so difficult. And I'm not blaming women. I'm not blaming women. I just feel like in a lot of cases, there's a lot of debate with this whole abortion conversation. I am a man of God. I believe in what the Bible says and all of those things. But it takes two people to make a child.
Yes, indeed.
So how in the world do you end up forcing one out when the child is the product of both of you?
Right.
So
100%.
I tip my hat to those fathers that are doing it every day. I tip my hat to those fathers that are in a struggle. I tip my hat to those fathers that feel unappreciated. I want you to know that I'm rooting for you. I thank God for you. Be encouraged, stand tall, be who you've been called and commissioned to be, and know that all things are working together for your good. Be a father to your children. In whatever capacity that you're able to, be a father to your children, because it's not the money, it's your presence. Don't get me wrong. Money is required, but it's not the difference between a good father and a bad father isn't how much you spend in dollars. It's how much you spend in time and energy and effort. That's what fatherhood is about. And remember that your legacy is based on what you leave here. It's what you leave here. It's what people say about you after you're gone. So, and that's why I don't, like for me, it's like I'd much rather people miss me when I'm gone.
Right.
Seriously. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers. I tip my hat to all you wonderful mothers, but this is our weekend.
Right. It's us. My house. Thank you. Appreciate that, Mama Corey. I love you guys. All right. I'll put this in. What about if she was attacked? You go to the proper authorities and the woman decides what she decides. That's I'm gonna just leave it at that. There's be horrible situations, things like that do happen, but you have to make the right decisions. Based on what you need to do. Let's see. What I'm going. They can say whatever they say when I'm going, but I cannot hear it. So say, oh, we love you too, Sam.
We love you too, Sam. Let me make it. I love you too, Samantha. You know you're my girl. That's my sister, y'all.
But yeah, like you said, I co-sign on his sentiment. We here, brothers of legacy, love the fathers. And like I said, whatever capacity, but your presence is definitely needed. Finance is good because it's needed as well, but your presence is definitely needed. Even if you're lacking, just being in your child's life, whatever capacity. Like I said,
And on this Father's Day, I want to tip my hat to Dr. Latrice Rollins for all the work that she does in the fatherhood space.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, that's a sister who sheds light on the condition of fathers in the world. I'm not even going to say in America, not in the. This is a global message that sister has come up with, and I'm grateful. So thank you, Dr. Rollins. If you're listening, if you're out there, we appreciate you, sister, for shedding light on fatherhood and breaking up that nonsense, the crazy narrative about fatherhood and the lack of it. So thank you.
True indeed. All right. So
if you haven't seen Strategies and Lessons Learned, get Dr. Latrice Rollins' book.
Yes.
Where is it? Where's my book?
I'll look for mine too.
I got it. Yep.
You got yours. Yeah, indeed. The time is the currency, money helps, but love trumps all. Indeed. He said, amen, amen, amen. That's my boo. There you go. Definitely gotta check it out. All right. Latrice S. Rollins. Engaging and working. There you go.
There's my marker.
I've been reading. All right. So we look forward to seeing you guys next week. Appreciate you guys being here. Happy Father's Day. Continue to be safe. Do the right thing. And I think that's it. That's it. Oh yeah.
Is that it?
Yes, Dr. Latrice Rollins rocks. Indeed. Yes, she does.
Yes.
All right. So we look forward to seeing you guys next week. Same time.
How do you teach children about taxes?
How?
Eat 38% of their ice cream. Haddington told me that joke.
All right. God, we love you. God loves you all. Peace out. That's it. I'm done.